One sentence of Jungkook makes the media excited. Will the biggest BTS concert be announced soon? The entertainment world is pounding again just because of one sentence said by Jungkook. In the midst of various activities that are being carried out by the BTS members, a simple statement from the Golden Magne suddenly became a topic of discussion in various media, fan forums, and social media around the world. There was no official announcement, no grand poster, and no schedule was published. However, that one sentence is enough to make millions of fans put high hopes on the future of BTS. It all started when Jungkook talked about the future and togetherness with the fans. His words sound simple. Even for some people, it may sound like a common sentence that an artist often says to his supporters. But for ARMY, every word that comes out of Jungkook's mouth often has a much deeper meaning. It is not surprising that in a matter of hours, various theories began to emerge. Many believe that the speech is not just a spontaneous expression, but a clue about something bigger that is being prepared. International entertainment media also began to highlight the reaction of the fans. Various articles discuss the possibilities that can happen in the coming months. Some argue that BTS may be preparing a big project involving all members. Some others even speculate that the group is planning a concert that will be one of the biggest concerts in the history of their trip. Of course, until now, there has been no official confirmation regarding this matter. But what makes the situation even more interesting is the fact that BTS has a long history of giving surprises to fans. Many times they prove that big things are often started by small clues that many people are hardly aware of. That is why every word of the BTS members is always analyzed in such detail by the fans. Expectations about BTS's big concert is actually not something new. For a long time, fans around the world have been waiting for the moment when the 7 members stand back on the same stage in front of tens or even hundreds of thousands of spectators. The longing is even more felt because BTS is not just an ordinary music group. They are a global phenomenon that has created history in various countries. Every concert of them is always a big event that leaves deep memories for the fans. Many still remember how giant stadiums were once filled with a sea of purple light. The echoing sound of cheers, joint singing that unites various languages, and the emotions created between artists and fans become an unforgettable experience. Therefore, when Jungkook said the sentence that was considered full of meaning, not a few immediately imagined the possibility of the return of those historical moments. Interestingly, the public reaction does not only come from BTS fans. On various social media platforms, the names of Jungkook and BTS have become a hot topic again. Thousands of uploads discuss the possible meaning behind the words. Some make a long analysis, some compare it with previous statements, and some just express their longing for BTS's complete performance on stage. This phenomenon shows one thing that is very clear. The public's enthusiasm for BTS is still very great. Even some fans admitted that they immediately felt a wave of emotion when they read or heard Jungkook's sentence again. For them, it's not just about concerts or new projects. More than that, the speech is considered as a symbol of hope. The hope that BTS's journey with the fans still has many big chapters that have not been written. On the other hand, there are also voices that remind the public not to rush to conclusions. They emphasize that until there is an official announcement, all the theories that are circulating are still speculation. This opinion also receives support from many fans who chose to wait for official information while continuing to support the BTS members. However, it is difficult to deny that the atmosphere created today has different nuances. There's a strong curiosity. There's a feeling that something is moving behind the scenes. And when the name BTS is involved, that kind of feeling is often enough to make the entertainment world excited again. Jungkook himself has been known as a figure who has a very close relationship with his fans. He often speaks sincerely and as he is. Because of that, every word he says has a big impact. Many fans believe that when Jungkook talks about the future, togetherness, or dreams that have not yet come true. He does it with sincerity. Maybe this is the reason why one simple sentence can turn into a headline in various media. Not because the sentence contains an official announcement, but because the sentence comes from someone who, over the years, has built a strong emotional bond with millions of people around the world. Now, the big question is still hanging in the air. Is the biggest BTS concert really being prepared? Is Jungkook's words an intentional hint or just a spontaneous expression that is then widely interpreted by fans? No one can answer it for sure right now. But one thing that cannot be denied is the power that BTS and Jungkook have in attracting the attention of the world. With just one sentence, they are able to make international media write articles, make fans discuss non-stop, and create a wave of enthusiasm that spreads to various parts of the world. Until the official announcement really comes, the public can only wait. But for millions of ARMY, the wait is not something boring. That's where the joy lies. Every small hint, every short word, and every moment that looks simple can be the beginning of something extraordinary. And if one day BTS really announces the biggest concert in their history, maybe many people will go back to this moment, when it all started from one simple sentence that Jungkook said and managed to make the whole world hold its breath of hope. The hopeful atmosphere continues to grow day by day. More and more fans are starting to connect various events that were previously considered unrelated. Some recall how the BTS members on several occasions have talked about the future of their group. Some mentioned about the dream of meeting a large number of fans again. Some talked about the longing for the concert atmosphere, which has been an important part of their journey as an artist. In the midst of all the speculation, Jungkook's name is back in the center of attention. Many entertainment media highlight how every statement that comes out of him almost always triggers an extraordinary response from the public. It is not without reason. Over the years, Jungkook has grown from a dreamy teenager to become one of the biggest stars in the music world. His long journey makes many people believe that when he talks about the future, there is sincerity that can touch the hearts of the listeners. What makes the situation more interesting is the emergence of a sense of optimism that is starting to be felt by many fans. After going through various phases in the BTS journey, many ARMY feel that they are approaching a new chapter that is very important. A round that will probably be one of the most historic moments in the group's career. The shadow of the giant BTS concert began to fill various discussions on the internet. Some imagine a stadium filled with hundreds of thousands of fans from various countries. Some others imagine a concert that is broadcast globally and breaks various world records. There are also those who hope that BTS will present a concept that has never been done before, something that can show why they are still one of the most influential music groups in the world. It is undeniable that BTS has a unique ability to create moments that feel bigger than just a music show. Their concerts are always a place where millions of stories meet. There are fans who save for years to buy tickets. There are those who travel across the country just to see their idol for a few hours. There are also those who make the BTS concert as a gift for themselves after going through difficult times in life. Because of that, when the issue about the possibility of BTS's biggest concert began to circulate, the emotions that arose were not just curiosity. For many people, it is a hope to regain the happiness they once experienced, a hope to stand again in the middle of the sea of purple light while singing the songs that have accompanied their life journey. Meanwhile, various entertainment industry analysts began to estimate the possible impact if BTS actually announced a global concert project. Many believe that the demand for tickets will be so high that it has the potential to create a new record. Hotels, tourism sector, airlines, and local businesses in various host cities are likely to experience significant economic effects. This kind of phenomenon is actually not a new thing for BTS. In various previous world tours, their presence often has an impact that goes far beyond the world of music. The cities that became the concert venues experienced an increase in tourist visits in large numbers. international media came to cover. And most importantly, millions of fans create memories that they will carry throughout their lives. But behind all the speculations about concerts and records, there is one aspect that seems to touch the hearts of fans the most. Many feel that Jungkook's words are not only about a big event, but about the promise of togetherness. A message that reminds that the relationship between BTS and ARMY remains strong despite the passage of time. That feeling is what makes one simple sentence feel so strong. In the fast-moving entertainment world, not many artists are able to maintain an emotional connection with their fans for years. BTS managed to do it. They not only present music, but also present a sense of belonging, a sense of acceptance, and a sense that every fan is part of their journey. The longer the public waits, the greater the curiosity that arises. Is all of this just a coincidence? Are the fans too far to interpret Jungkook's words? Or is there really something that is being prepared secretly behind the scenes? Those questions continue to echo in various fan communities. Every new upload, every photo, every live broadcast, and every comment from BTS members is now being taken care of more carefully. Many believe that the next clue can appear at any time. And maybe that's BTS's biggest strength. They are able to make the world wait enthusiastically even before there is an official announcement. They are able to create joy just through a sentence. They are able to animate the imagination of millions of people and make everyone feel that something big is approaching. If it is true that BTS's biggest concert is being prepared, then that moment has the potential to become one of the most monumental events in the history of modern music. Not only because of the scale of the event, but because of the meaning it brings. This will be a symbol of the long journey they have taken with their fans. A celebration of years of hard work, sacrifice, success, and love that continues to grow without limits. Until that day comes, the world will continue to pay attention to every movement of BTS. And among all the attention, one thing remains at the center of the story. One sentence from Jungkook that seems simple, but manages to rekindle the hopes of millions of fans around the world. A sentence that is now remembered as the beginning of the biggest wave of speculation this year, as well as a reminder that when Jungkook speaks, the world is indeed listening.